Aloha and welcome to Paradise Hawaiian Style. Hear all those echoes? There is nothing left in here except for the diner sign. That's why I thought, hey, let me start off one of the final videos here at Rock Island Cafe with the old diner sign. This sign has been with us for about 22 years, 23 years. We didn't get it right away, but we've been here for 26 years. That sign's like at least 23 years old. So I think the new guys are going to be using it because it may fit with what they're doing, or it may have another home that I will let you know about in another video if that happens. But anyways, here we are, guys. It's the very last day. This place is well, it's past the last day. It's the last day that we've cleaned and moved stuff out, and it has just been a non-stop craziness, go, go, go. In the morning, I'm waking up, muscles are aching, doing stuff I haven't done in a while, stretching, doing this and that, trying to get all this stuff taken down. You know, this place is just jam-packed with memorabilia and collectibles, and now it's empty. So let me start off by saying thank you. 26 years is a long time, and it's a little sad, it is, but I want to be happy because this is a new step forward and a new chapter in my life. I know I only look like I'm about 35 years old, but I'm over 50, and I want to do something different, and now is the time for me to do that, right? Right? Anyways, thank you for being on this journey with me. To all of our regular customers and everybody, thank you.
So all that's going to take is a socket. It looks like that. Then it's on.
Some bittersweet news out of Waikiki this morning.
A longtime favorite for both locals and visitors, the Rock Island Cafe is preparing to close its doors after more than 2 decades. Casey Lunn is at the restaurant this morning. Good morning, Casey.
Ugh. Good morning to you. I don't know how I always find myself behind a bar.
We know.
In the morning. It's not even 6 o'clock.
I'm having a delicious Coca-Cola. But you guys have probably been here, or if you haven't, you've walked by. And I know Grace goes around here, and this is just such a favorite for so many people. I'm gonna come from out behind the bar, show you around. Look at all this stuff. It's nostalgia. It's such a cool place that people, locals, and visitors that come every year, they make sure they come back here and stop by and say hi to my friend Michael Gelfo, who I got introduced by another dear friend of mine, Jonathan Jerry Sapi, who's not with Hawaii News now anymore, but we used to come here and have a great meal and check out all this awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Michael.
Yeah, nice, and thank you so much for coming down on our last couple of days. September 21st, we will be closing. Rock Island Cafe, this format is going away.
Yeah.
But collectibles are always near and dear to me, so they're always going to be something that I'm involved with. So we have some great stuff. Some is old, some is new. Original magazines. This is Snoopy on the cover of Life from 1967. This, now you're too young, you might not know what this actually is, but this is music.
Yeah.
This is how they used to play music before the MP players.
USB?
And of course, this is Jack Lord in front of Iolani Palace for Hawaii Five-0, and this is the theme song from Hawaii Five-0 by the Ventures, right?
Yeah.
An original 45 record. So we got all kinds of fun collectibles and memorabilia. This is another cool piece from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know if the camera picked it up. Those are pieces of film.
Yeah.
Negatives, right?
So, you know, I want to actually show this picture of you and somebody that everybody will recognize. You made some amazing memories. There's Bruno Mars in you.
Yeah. You know, Bruno is an Elvis fan. He even played Little Elvis in a show right down the street from here when he was growing up here in Hawaii. So anyways, he would come and see us and bought Elvis collectibles and would come and dine with us back at our old place at Kings Village. So yeah, there's even a picture of him in front of our sign and on our car seat. So we really love having Bruno here. He was great.
Absolutely. And so I know that I can tell you're not as sad as I would have thought you'd be. I know you are, but you're also ready to kind of move on to something else.
Yeah, you know, it's been 26 years we've been doing this. Yeah. Like I said before, you know, I'm ready to take a little break, and then when Howard's ready to retire, I will gladly step in. I got 26 years of restaurant and business experience in Waikiki.
You're gonna have to. I don't think Howard's going anyway. She might
Once you take a break or whenever he's ready. So we love seeing him on the news.
Follow the Rock Island Cafe on YouTube. You can let people know about maybe doing some memorabilia pop-ups.
Yeah.
Doing some stuff on your Instagram, your Facebook, which we have on the screen there with all those pictures. But we'll get all your information at HawaiiNews.com. Michael Gutfeld, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for coming down.
This space that brings so many people joy and doing what you do. We appreciate it. Well,
thank you.
Back into Steve and Grace. We should all come down here and have a burger and a milkshake later.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds good.
Sad to see him.
And just so you know, Howard ain't going nowhere. Even if he wanted to, we won't let him.
Making him stay.
Thank you very much. It has been a 26-year-long journey. It has been epic. Sometimes it's been tough. Sometimes it's been sad. A lot of times it's been really happy and really great. And I'm so grateful that we had so many wonderful customers, family that have been a part of our lives for the last 26 years. And I can tell that you all are going to miss us just by all the wonderful things you've been saying online. So I do appreciate that, and thank you for all your well wishes. And stay tuned, because Rock Island will still be around in one capacity or another. You know, I'm going to make these cheesy videos because I like talking about retro stuff, and I actually like the collectibles and the memorabilia stuff as well. So I'm going to do some pop-ups. In fact, we have something coming up at the Blaisdell in the next couple of days, and then it looks like we might be doing a street festival on Kalakaua in October. So stay tuned for the specifics on those exciting events. But those will just be the memorabilia and the collectibles. No more food business. The food business it can be very rewarding, but it can also be very demanding. So anyways, again, thank you. Let's do a little tour, see what's going on and how this place looks empty. And then maybe afterwards, I'll put a little video in of what the place looks like full. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, beautiful day in Waikiki. Let's start outside here at the Kalakaua, our main entrance here. And look, there's no Rock Island letters up there. You can still see a little bit of the shade that the soot and stuff from the street made. Where the letters used to be, you can see the outline of them on the sign. But we're gonna leave those lights up for them. I think it kind of fits with the fun stuff they're doing, but I think they're gonna repaint all of this. It's gonna look very different. They might do something over here with this area, make it into like a seating, and even this lower area that we have, make into like a seating thing. I hope they do. Be well done. There's our neighborhood. All right, guys, these doors are really cool. They fit the scheme of everything. They're a collectible and antique in themselves, but they worked well for us. Little red and white table used to be there, Elvis and Betty. Let's see what's going on. Oh no, look at this. Yikes, it's so empty. Look out, baby, cause here I come. Left the lights up there for them. TVs are up there so they can have tunes or movies or sports or whatever they want to play through here. Anyways, from the outside on the one side, gumball machine used to be there, pinball. You can kind of see the outline of where the Rock Island Diner sign was. Big tables were there. Elvis and Betty, the red and white umbrella was out there. Still got that cold drinks, and on the other side it says banana split on the back of the sign. We'll leave that, see what happens to it. Floor looks nice. Big showcase against the wall there that had all the memorabilia and collectibles. If you remember, the car was along the side there. I won't take you guys into the kitchen. You don't need to see that. I don't think you're interested. The bar area, no more booze. Anyways, the place is empty, guys. We were here for 8 years. It's different than Kings Village. Not as busy, smaller, but a little bit more manageable. How fitting that Elvis is on. I don't know if you can hear him or not. All right. Surfboard, we used to be hanging up the bicycle, Coca-Cola bike.
we have our Wizard of Oz pinball machine. This was a really special machine because it's one of the first times that this company made a pinball machine. And as you can see, it's numbered, limited edition, and it's signed by the maker. Everybody loves the Wizard of Oz pinball machine. Sometimes it's a little quirky, but it's still a lot of fun to play. Coming around, we have our table game where we have Mrs. Pac-Man, Galaga, Donkey Kong, and Frogger. Remember that episode of Seinfeld where George wanted to save his high score Frogger? He had to get it out of the old pizzeria. Alright, we have some fun memorabilia on the walls, today's specials, and a light from the Lurleen, which is one of the boats that used to come over from California back in the days when ship travel to Hawaii was the way to go. And we've got a street view. It's a little rainy today, but the back of Elvis and Marilyn and some of our outside seating area. Over here, we got our Uncle Sam. This guy was down at Pearl Harbor. As you can tell from his look, he is pretty old. He still works and he's waiting here to tell your fortune. So come on down and check it out. But he's really cool and he's really old. As you can tell, because it's only 25 cents, whereas a lot of this stuff nowadays is like $1. And like I said, he was down at Pearl Harbor at the Arizona Memorial, and now he's here with us. All right, some fun neons. You never see stuff like this anymore. These kind of neons are really hard to come by and very special. Even the neons that they make nowadays aren't really neon. It's like LED. So these are actual old milkshake machine with neon accents, an old toaster, and then a mixer. Rounded neon like that is really difficult and special and very fragile. Here we got some of our fun collectibles in here. Original autographs by Frank Sinatra, Jack Lord, Hawaii Five-O Gang, Donnie and Marie, and an actual pair of ruby slippers. Everybody needs a pair of those. And if you want, we can get them special made just for you. On sale now. Karaoke. We were doing karaoke for a while there, and sometimes we still do. Our old Rock Island Cafe neon sign. This was made to look like you're walking through a jukebox door. Back at our old location, this was one of our entrances, so you would walk through there. Now he's the backdrop to a surfing Elvis from Blue Hawaii. People take their pictures all day long here, sitting in our 57 Bel Air car seat with the Blue Hawaii Elvis surfing behind him. Walking on down here. A back seating area here. Some more fun collectibles and stuff. There's the Minions taking a ride on an old sled. And we got some more fun collectibles here, including some bowling shoes, more fun neons. Notice the circular neon inside the blender, really hard to do. Some fun Coca-Cola memorabilia. Coca-Cola trays, Coca-Cola bottles, all from Hawaii, celebrating Coke in Hawaii. Some other fun pieces in there, all on sale. Here we got Hawaii Five-O. Pieces of film from the opening sequence of Hawaii Five-O. A badge from the same prop house that made the badges for the old show and the new show. Well, it's not new anymore, but the newer show. And we got some fun Coke collectibles over here, including a toothpick dispenser. Everybody loves these. Yeah, there we go. Cool, huh? Straw dispenser. Ooh, today's menu, take it or leave it. Salt and peppers, coasters, piggy banks, bottle openers, all kinds of fun stuff. I'll be back with more. Now, one of our window front tables so you can see all the excitement that's happening out on Kalakaua Avenue. Some outside seating there and the Whale and Whale wall across the street on one of the apartment vacation rental buildings that is nearby. And our ice cream cone. And over here we got some fun cardboard cutouts of Elvis and James Dean, Marilyn and Betty, and a 1930s stoplight from London. This is a heavy bugger, but it's actually really cool. You can kind of see the red, green, and yellow lights there. Okay, we used to have it hanging at one of our shops, and now it's on a cool pedestal. And moving along here, we got some fun wooden signs, Hallmarket cards. Who's that? Is that Mickey Mouse? Yeah. And over here we have our film cells. These are actually really cool because they're actual pieces of film, like negatives from the movies. Here is Dirty Dancing. you can see if the light hits it just right, the pieces of film there, like the negatives. Anyways, we got all kinds of cool ones for different movies. One of our most popular ones is Elvis. And this is from Blue Hawaii. Is the light hitting that just right? There you go. That's an excellent one, actually. Elvis and Blue Hawaii. Pieces of original film. And Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Disney, Goonies, all kinds of fun one. I think I see some Wonder Woman, Godfather, Beatles, Star Wars. And remember, all the stuff on the walls is actually for sale too. There's an old Life magazine, a Beach Boys record, and scrolling along. Maybe some of you guys recognize some of these people there. Sean Connery, Thunderball, Elvis. That's Alfred Hitchcock there with pictures. A picture from The Crows. And Adam West from the TV series of Batman. Super cool. Now, you might think we cut hair here, but we don't. It's just a really cool old school barber chair. Actually, this is all the way from Pennsylvania. It had a red upholstery, but a couple years ago we replaced it with our Bubblegum blue with sparkles in it. So it's actually kind of cool and a super great photo op for people. Moving on down the line. Elvis Blue Hawaii records, Beatles magazines, the day Disney World opens, Star Wars record, the first issue of Life with Audrey Hepburn on the cover. The first time Marilyn was on the cover of Life. That's a Jackson 5 there. You can see a young Michael Jackson up in the corner. These are kind of cool. They're actual metal signs. They're old advertisements and stuff redone on metal. That is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. This is a poster reproduction of a Matson Cruise Line advertisement. Back in the day when the Matson cruise ships actually owned the two hotels that were on the beaches of Waikiki. All kinds of fun paper collectibles, from Elvis magazines to records, Mickey Mouse comic books. There's Lucy and Desi when Desi Jr. was born on the cover of Life. Kind of neat. More fun retro advertisements redone on metal. These are kind of cool because they actually look like they're old. See the rust marks on the end? But they're just made that way. Kind of neat. Some of our fun 8x10 photos. Number one, most popular one, is that one there of Friends. The Friends cast. I think that's like first season. That's even before the famous Jennifer Aniston hairdo. Return of the Jedi. Elvis from Paradise Hawaiian Style. More to come, guys. All right, guys. Our fake IDs. Can you guess what the number one most popular one here is? You guessed it. McLovin from Superbad. But we got all kinds of cool other ones too. One of our gas pumps made into a display case. Not real food, fake food. That cap and cozy there for soda are actually from Rock Island High School in Rock Island, Illinois. They came here a couple years ago and gave us a hat and a beer cozy. Kind of cool. Well, I guess it's a soda cozy because it is a high school. Blue Sunco, and no, we don't sell gas here. All right. The whole side there, it's all for sale. Some's old, some's new. Then up here we got some fun old school pots and pans. Just some cute little knickknacks on the shelf above. Yes. Some old pennants. Ice skates and a hat. More pennants. Everywhere you look, there's something else. That hat is from one of the guards down at King's Village when they had the change into the guard ceremony. It was an honorary hat given to us. And Elvis is everywhere, or at least his spirit is. There's Blue Hawaii. If you look up when you're sitting down, it's actually super cool. Note the little 45s as little accent pieces for where the sign is mounted to the wall. And that's the counter where people order their food. Beer and cocktails. A cash register that's like 100 years old, but we don't use it anymore because it only goes up to 99 cents. Old school bamboo and mother of pearl paneling. Menus and sands. These little records are our table numbers. So when it gets crazy busy, we need to give these out to the customers so we know where the food goes. All right, and in a second, we'll be on the other side of the cafe. Overall view. There's Mickey and Kermit having their afternoon tea on the ceiling, like in Mary Poppins. Practically perfect. And there's our surfboard with a bite out of it. You know what happens. Those hungry sharks. Chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Got our fun retro tables there. Our caddies with the salt and peppers, and then also the silverware. Then people wonder what these little things are here. And no, they're not coasters. They are trivia questions. The Friends ones are the most popular ones. What's Joey's middle name? Anybody? Anybody? It is Francis. All right. Can you... Our outside dog-friendly patio there. Fake food, delicious enough to eat. Some of our first customers there, back 25 some years ago. Some cool pieces from Rock Island, Illinois High School. They came here and brought us a cozy and a hat. No, that's not a real banana split or milkshake. Blue Sunco. This is actually really cool. It's a gas pump redone and made into a shelf. So here you order at the counter, and after you order, we give you one of these little records, which is your table number. We've repurposed 45s. Buttons, sand in a bottle, the Bee Gees. 100-year-old brass cash register. This bugger is heavy, but it only goes up to 99 cents. .45 swinging in the wind there. The penny press with Elvis from Blue Hawaii, Maryland, Betty Boop, and then the Royal Guard from Kings Village. This machine is so temperamental and old that we actually pre-press them, so we have them ready for you because it jams too much. It could be because too many people put in foreign coins. And we got some of our fun collectibles over here. All kinds of neat Betty Boop, Elvis, fun stuff. Very popular swinging leg clocks. An old advertisement from Aloha Airlines, which isn't even around anymore. The 57 Chevy. I've done a whole video on that guy. And then here's the employee rec room. It's actually a really cool door with the chrome on it. Some hula hoops to get those kids energy, get them raring to go. And yes, this is what a refrigerator used to look like. You open it up, oh, and there's a little freezer panel. Here's our tribute to the old shopping center, Kings Village. And the restroom. Remember, you cannot pee for free. This car is like 16 feet long. Remember Bruno Mars? He's a big Elvis fan. These are pictures from when he came to visit us a couple summers ago. And that's him as a mini Elvis. Back in the day, he used to perform in the clubs in Waikiki as a little Elvis. This is kind of neat. Elvis from the Aloha concert, and then some pictures of some of Elvis's co-stars. Some of the actresses from the movies. James Burton, his lead guitar player. Actresses from the movies. Some friends from high school. DJs. Backup singers. Oh, we can't forget to look on the ceiling because everywhere is something. I don't know if anybody remembers any of these games. Operation, the boxer game, Hungry Hungry Hippos. Monopoly, Etch-a-Sketch, Why? Too many crickets. Looks like we just interrupted a game. Whose legs are those? Yes, of course, it's Betty Boop. Boop boop be doo. Elvis coasters, magnets, all kinds of fun new and old collectibles. One of our most popular items. It's a pocket comb, made to look like a switchblade, but it's actually a comb. Kind of cool. Some original Hawaii license plates. The rainbow is our current plate, although they just announced they're going to do like this little shaka plate coming out, special prints. Can never get enough Elvis postcards. Or there's some Beatles and the Stones. This is funny money. $1 million. $1 million bills. And no, don't ask us for change. There's the most popular one, Elvis. Front and back. Coasters made up to look like little records. Cute, huh? Piggy banks. Save up for your next trip back to Hawaii. More coasters. These ones are shaped like guitars. All right, some of our fun merchandise. Elvis backpacks. Yes, those are like messenger bag backpacks. Those are eyeglass cases. You got some wallets, insulated lunch bag there. Of course, a blue Hawaii record. Disney Mickey Mouse Club from Hilo, Hawaii. Elvis and Barbie. The Beatles, Trey, and some books. Elvis eyeglass cases, wallets, and more. Ooh, and do I see a backstage pass for Taylor Swift? It gets us in on the Eras tour. There is Bewitched, Barbie, double collectible. Bob's Big Boy, that's kind of cool. One's a piggy bank, the other one's a bobblehead. Fun Elvis stuff, Christmas ornament, shot glasses, a hat, even Elvis pasta dishes set. There's Audrey Hepburn Barbie and an I Dream of Jeannie Barbie, also super collectible. That's a re-release of Can't Help Falling in Love. You can tell because the RCA logo is the 70s RCA logo. The dog on the side and the block print. Ooh, some fun Disney stuff there. Guidebook from 1957. There's that Elvis pasta set, some Christmas ornaments. Whole bunch of Elvis records at 33s. And some fun pennants. Love that Honolulu one. Super old. And we got some fun Coke items over here. That's a napkin holder in the middle. Piggy banks on the side. Here's the bottle opener that you mount to the wall. Some more piggy banks. This is a caddy that you would put all your utensils in and take on a picnic. Here again is the bottle opener, and that's the cap catcher. So you put that underneath the cap bottle opener and catches the caps. All right, salt and pepper coasters, old school napkin dispensers, really cool. Straws. There you go, that looks better. Today's menu, take it or leave it. This is one of our most popular items, toothpick dispenser. Then you got some badges from Hawaii Five-0, from the prop house that made the badges for the new show and the old show. Those are strips of film from the opening sequence of the original 5-0. Hey guys, I hope you had a good time on our walking tour of Rock Island Cafe. Lots of fun stuff, a lot of unique collectibles and treasures that can all be yours, because remember, it's all for sale. You can also grab a sandwich and a Mai Tai at the same time. Anyways, hope you had a good time. And I got one more thing for you. I wanted to show you a little bit of our neighborhood and some of the areas around us. All right, enjoy. And this is our view from the front of our cafe. It's the legendary Wylan Wall. He's a famous artist that created these walls all throughout town with the whales and sea life. It's quite beautiful. Anyways, normal day here in Hawaii. Nay, beautiful blue skies, busy Kalakaua Avenue. And here we are in the front of Rock Island Cafe. Yes. All right. Now I wanted to do a pan around one more time and show you guys this sign right here. All right, remember this sign. This is the name of the Kalakaua, and this is the building that Rock Island Cafe is in. Because I'm about to show you an old clip and some photos from an original episode of Hawaii Five-0. All right, since we're here, I wanted to show you or point out this parking deck. Across the street, there's a very famous episode of Hawaii Five-0, the original one, filmed on this parking deck. If you look over Jack Lord's shoulder, here, let me show you right here. Look over his shoulder and you'll see our building, the Kalakauan. Now this used to be a hotel and apartments, as you can see from the sign. The sign also used to light up, but it doesn't anymore. That was a long time ago, and we're here now. Alright guys, I think that's it. So I will be getting back to my normal vlogs of walking around and talking about kind of cool stuff. But I probably won't be talking about Rock Island too much anymore because it looks like this chapter is just about done. But you know what? Who knows what the future holds for any of us, right? Like I said, we're going to be doing some pop-ups and some fun things. So we'll still be out there with the memorabilia and the collectibles and all that. And then of course I got to make my cheesy vlogs that I like. So speaking of that, please help me build the channel, especially on YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe. It does not cost anything to do that, but it helps build the popularity and it just helps the channel grow. So if you guys can do that, that would be great.
Wow, look how empty it is, and there's so much echoing, huh? Anyways, thank you for being a part of this journey, and again, thanks to all of our supporters over the years, because it has been a wild ride, and I'm ready for the next chapter. So don't be sad, be happy, and stay tuned for some more fun and exciting stuff, guys. All right, until I see you again, aloha.